Hey, Facebook and YouTube, this is your girl Maria Fernandez, and I mentioned that I was going to do a video about my home birth experience. So, this is my video about it. First of all, the first thing that I did when I found out I was pregnant was read a lot of books about pregnancy, and I went on YouTube and watched a lot of videos on women giving birth, and I came up across this documentary from Rick Lake, which is called The Business of Being Born. Now, when I watched The Business of Being Born, that is what prompted me to decide to have a home birth as opposed to a regular hospital birthing experience. So I highly suggest for any new pregnant woman or even women that already have given birth, this is a great documentary to watch, The Business of Being Born, and it's Ricky Lake. You all know Ricky Lake. And that's what helped me decide to want to have this experience. So I looked for midwife, and luckily I found this midwife that is in Bradford, and her name is Kim Bradley. And I highly recommend Kim Bradley. She's the best. I went to her house. I had like over 30 questions, and most of the midwives are like registered nurses, so they know everything that the nurses at the hospital would do. I mean, she could do epidural if I wanted the drug. She knew like, if she needed to do episiotomy on me, like she knew how to do that. She knew how to do breech birth. So there's a lot of questions that you should definitely ask when interviewing a person to help you give birth. And right away when I first met her, I just clicked with her personality, everything. She just made me feel so comfortable, and I think that's the reason why I wanted to have a home birth. I don't have a relationship with my doctor. I know some people have had their obstetrician for like years, and they feel completely comfortable and they have a relationship. I don't have a relationship because I have changed jobs, and so my insurance changes, so my doctor changes, and I felt like if I'm gonna deal with somebody who's gonna bring my child to the world, I want to feel like I have a connection with the person and that I could trust. And I felt like I could trust this Kim Bradley completely with my eyes closed, and that was really nice for me. I only had one ultrasound, and that was at 20 weeks, just because I wanted to know the sex of my baby, and I wanted to make sure that all the organs and everything was working and everything was going well. And I just didn't want to do that many ultrasounds because I'm not sure about ultrasounds and how much radiation, and I know that ultrasounds kind of hurt the baby's ears because it's like a strong sound that goes in the ears, and you could see the babies in the ultrasound, they make like weird movements. So yeah, that's another reason why I only did one ultrasound. And another reason why I chose a home birth was because I'm a very healthy person, so I felt like I was not a high risk for anything, which a lot of women are concerned, like if you do have like high blood pressure or some other what's it called, gestational diabetes or something else. Yeah, you might be concerned about that, and you might want a hospital just to be safe. But if you have like a very healthy pregnancy, there's no reason why you can't have your baby at home. I only did one blood test at the beginning to make sure I was healthy and to check my blood count, which was all super. I kept track of my weight. I weigh myself each month, and I kept track by measuring like my arms, my boobs, my waist, and my hips. So that's how I knew. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gaining weight, but it's all baby, because I knew that my measurements weren't getting like they weren't growing. So that was good, because I had, even though they say okay, like you could gain 15 to 40 pounds for the baby, in my head I was like, I only want to gain no more than 25 because I'm short, and so I didn't want to have to gain more than my body should. But I did want my baby to at least have 20 to 25 pounds of baby, which I gained 20 pounds, which I was really happy about. The midwife, the only thing, when I went to visit her, she used a Doppler just to hear the heartbeat, which was it's so beautiful to hear your baby's heartbeat when you're pregnant, because it's like music to your ear. And she would check my blood pressure each visit, because that's how she could tell if I had high blood pressure or if something was up. So I didn't have to do like P tests or anything like that. No need to tell if I have albuminum or whatever in my pee. I ate for me, and I added about 300 calories and did not eat more than that. Like, I was offered plenty of cake, plenty of, yummy food, and I was just like, no, 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 wait a minute. Like, I'm not craving it. What would I eat that normally? And so, not that I deprived myself of food, I just thought of it like, would I eat that? Like, even if I wasn't pregnant. So that's how I kept myself on track on my weight. I also, was 10% bad. I was 90% of the time I ate really well, and then 10% bad. So I had my gelato, I had a couple of fries here and there, I had pizza, I had Chinese food 3 times the whole pregnancy. So and I asked without MSG. Did they not put MSG? I'm not sure. But yeah, like I didn't really have any cravings, no morning sickness. I did not even get moody. I think my husband got more of the cravings than me, which is funny. I did get 3 Charlie horses on my leg at night, but I started putting magnesium on my legs, and that took away, like, that's it. I never, like, I got 3 Charlie horses, like, when I was like 5 months, 5 to 6. But after that, I started putting magnesium, and I started putting my feet at the beach water, and I didn't even get swollen. Like, I got a little bit of swollen feet, but I never got swollen in my nose. So the magnesium helps with swelling, which, it's something that a lot of pregnant women go through. So that's a remedy. Magnesium, and put your feet up. And I kept putting a lot of baby, butter in my belly. And I only got a little bit of stretch marks at week 39. Can you believe it? At the bottom of my belly. So those are my pride and proudful, like, stretchies, like, yes, I went to war. This is my scars. This is what I get to show. But yeah, I got lucky because they're very thin, like, and very small, and they're gonna be the white ones that later on you probably can't even see. So I'm happy about that. I exercised like up to week 28. I was like up to 7 months. I exercised my normal routines. I did running. I did yoga. I lifted weights. Once I couldn't breathe because I was out of breath, then I just did walking, and I just did very small yoga movement. I practiced hypnobirthing with my husband. I also did self-hypnosis, meditations, and affirmations with YouTube videos. So that helped a lot to prepare me. I also had my husband do, what's it called? Perineal massages. Yeah, and those, like, for 10 minutes each day, and those hurt. Like, not that it hurt, it was just uncomfortable because he had to, like, widen me, but that helped because I did not rip. I don't have any stitches. So I highly recommend perineal massage. Put some primrose oil or coconut oil and just massage that and just try to expand so that, your body's getting prepared for this baby to come out of there. I worked all the way to week 40 of my pregnancy. I was working on a project. I was up. I was like moving. I was never like, oh my God, I want this baby out. I knew that. I said, if she's anything like me, she'll be on time. If she's anything like her dad, she might be a little bit late. And she was just 2 days after her due date. My due date was August 4th. She came August 6th. So I was very, very happy camper because I was full term. I went on a 22-hour plane ride to Thailand when I was 24 weeks, and I was fine. A lot of people are afraid of traveling when they're pregnant. No, you could travel. I drank 4 ounces of wine once when I was 22 pregnant. That was the only alcohol I had. I didn't want to have alcohol, but, there was one point where I was like, you know what? Just a little bit of wine, it shouldn't be that bad. But I know that's all, up to the person. And I took few sips of my husband's organic beer when he had it, like, at 6 or 7 months. Like, it was just like, just to taste it, like just to be like, oh my God, beer. Because, you do miss alcohol. I ate a lot of mangoes. I drank half a cup of coffee with milk. I couldn't leave the coffee, but I only drank half a cup. It was more milk than coffee, so I didn't feel so bad about that. So that's a lot about my pregnancy, brief sample. next video is going to be about my experience. So thanks for watching.